Hey guys, welcome back. Alex here with you. I had a few requests recently to do a video on my city airport. So here it is. This is the Zanderburg City Airport, which has taken many shapes. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how it looks right now. I also have done the interior, or completed it finally, of the building itself. So I'll cover that as well. And before we get into the details of the airport, I wanted to show what surrounds the airport. It's very important to make sure that your minifigures can access the airport with relative ease. It's a very busy place and a lot of people are going there. So you want to make sure that they have a few different options. So over here we have the parking garage. So people can drive and they can park in this 3-story parking garage if they choose to park and ride. Or they can take the airport shuttle. There's the end of the line airport shuttle station there right next to the parking garage, and then we have that train station as well. So people want to go by rail, they can do that as well. The train station is a very nice train station. It's got facilities where you can sit around in comfort and also have lunch. I also want to mention that my city does have bus stations. This is one of them right here, right next to the airport. And I do have a couple buses. Other bus stations are actually located downtown and kind of hard to see spots, but they do exist. But that is one of them right there. I also wanted to make sure there were some places for people to eat in case they didn't want to have the food that was offered at the airport. So they can cross the street here to these smaller restaurants and get a burger or some pizza. And to look inside of the main building, we go ahead and take the roof off like so. The interior of the airport building isn't really anything to write home about, but it does cover the basics. In this corner, you have the security check. Another corner has an ATM and a place to sit down. There's always an officer on duty right here to make sure that nobody slips past the security check. Passengers can also utilize a locker if they so need. There's a ticketing counter / help desk. And finally, there's my favorite thing about the airport, which is a little coffee shop at the top. This does lift off here and reveals the little office beneath it, which I really didn't go into detail on that. I spent most of my time actually building this. So some places to sit there, and I got this place here to get refreshments, and this right here is my attempt at, I don't know, I guess you can call that a slushy machine or a latte machine. I don't know, whatever you want to think of it. And some shelves full of fruity looking drinks here. And this lady doesn't really have a way to get out of there, does she? But she doesn't seem to mind it. She's got a pretty big smile on her face. Well, with the interior being done, I can show you the runways. Airports are really tough, guys, to put in cities because they require a lot of space. So it's kind of a give and take with what you're going to have in your city. This, I'm not really happy with the space. It should actually be more, but it mostly works with the arrangement I have right now. You have the space program there in the back and a main runway there and a few spots for airplanes to park. This is the space where people enter and exit the building to get to their flights. I don't have those fancy terminals set up right now. Maybe someday I'll have that, but for now it's kind of a little old-fashioned. They just walk up to their plane and climb up the steps and hop on in. Here's a look at the back of the airport with a bigger airplane ready to take off. You'll notice that there's a fire station right there behind the airplane, and you probably noticed the police station on the other side. I thought that was a good idea to have those two facilities nearby. There are also a couple of garages that house emergency vehicles as well as personnel in case an emergency landing should arise. Probably the thing I don't like the most about the airport setup is where I get to park these dormant airplanes. This is kind of where they are for now. And here's the control tower in a kind of nice open space there. Not my favorite, but it mostly works for now. In here, in the deepest, darkest corner of my basement, is the space program. I have a couple of large gray base plates here to complete this area. I have a couple of those yellow cargo helicopters as well. So it's not all the space program, but that's essentially what's going on over here. And finally, the airport is the next door neighbor to the Zanderburg racetrack that sits right here, right next to it. So that pretty much is the airport, and this last table here in the distant corner of my basement. So hope you guys enjoyed that. That is the Zanderburg City Airport, and let me know what you think. And I will talk to you guys in the very near future. Enjoy your day. Bye-bye.